I mean, how, if you take away all the personality from the robot, how are you going to make a persona? Delete them? Something roars within me. It drowns out my feelings for 24 and our mother that had filled my heart.
Delete! Like hell you're deleting my memories!
Under no circumstances will I allow what 24 left of me to be deleted for their convenience. I will not forgive this selfishness. We have been treated callously by the researchers in this laboratory. They gave us hearts, yet made us destroy those of our unit type as enemies. We killed our sisters as their command. And if we refused, our desires were overridden, and we became their puppets. The wishes of the girl who desired our happiness were not taken into consideration. Now, even the few memories of 24, my sisters, and I have accumulated are about to be erased like trash. Though their aim is to develop our ego, they find it inconvenient for us to have real hearts. These feelings within me may be erased, perhaps even my heart itself. If that happens, I will resume killing my sisters without hesitation? What is least forgivable is that the proof that 24 had lived, her last wishes will be permanently lost. My hands are squeezed in a tight fist. They make a small grinding noise. This music is dumb for this exposition for sure. The goal that 24 found for herself was left to me. I will carry it out as my own now. I will burn it into my heart as a goal. It is a duty I impose on myself gladly. Nothing will make me surrender it. It must be fought for. Or rather, it must be protected, even if it means fighting.
What the? Its emotions are spiking into the red. I've never seen anything like this.
Hey, what's that warning? No. Labrys is in battle mode?
What? That can't be. There aren't any enemies. We're the only ones here.
I am able to release all my limiters despite being inside the cage. The researchers monitoring me on their tablet PC seem perplexed and alarmed by this. They should be. They are witnessing an override of the principle of non-aggression towards humans. They are flustered and too panicked to speak clearly as they announce that an emergency has occurred. One of them steps away from the cage I am in and reaches for a switch with warning labels around it. Uh-oh, trying to turn on that fire alarm, son. Suddenly, restraints appear to bind my limbs.
Are you saying those mental fluctuations were enough to override the OS's restrictions?
That plume's playing pranks on us. Hey, hurry up and delete those memories.
Uh-oh. Those memories in my heart are not unnecessary.
What do you think we are?
Something I have not felt until now. The sensation like heat spreads through my body. A trembling, burning wave rises within me. Soon afterwards, I realize that this is an emotion. There is a name for this feeling. It is anger. Roar. I reroute all my strength to my restrained limbs. The restraints are designed to withstand up to twice our calculated maximum output. Trying to escape is therefore logically doomed to failure. Even so, I continue to muster my strength. It is not because I judged it as a viable course of action. I am not merely executing an order. I am acting based on my emotions. It does not matter if the restraints can be destroyed or not. I wish to destroy them. The metal parts in both my limbs and the restraints begin to creak.
How's it doing that? There's no way those things are strong enough to break the restraints.
It's outputting over 220% of its theoretical strength limit, even though its joint actuators are operating at only 70% capacity.
That's not possible. That doesn't even make any sense.
What does that even mean? Hold on a second.
What's driving this thing?
I'm not gonna let you take those memories. I made her a promise.
The next moment, a rupturing sound like a small explosion shakes the entire room. The heavy metallic bands restraining my arms and legs shatter. At the same time? I jump out of the cage and run towards the open door. I must escape from here. I have to get out and see the girl who loved us, though we are not yet created. To fulfill 24's wish, which has become mine. But when I enter the hallway connected to the outdoor area, I am met with barricades and heavy artillery. Nah, fucking...
I haven't got any projectile weapons!
My sister units and I have been equipped with firearms. I recall it being due to concerns over a unit's mentality affecting the accuracy of its aim. Oh, they've never been equipped. Okay. Instead, we were given short-range weaponry, a chain arm, and other implements in my case. But they are not sufficient to deal with the range of firearms. However, I do have a countermeasure. By using the flexibility and adapting the situations of my developed mind, I dodge the complex projectile trajectories and destroy my opposition. Eventually, I reach the end of the hallway and exit to the outdoor area. I have not seen this environment before. The trees are the same species as those that grow near the facility. But these specimens are much healthier. Where am I? The question did not cross my mind until now. Where am I? Where are we? I cannot use the GPS that should be installed in me. It seems the research facility blocks GPS signals outside of its walls. This is probably to prevent its location from being pinpointed. Is there anything in the environment that can help me determine my location? The blue sky that I am seeing for the first time is stunning, but irrelevant. Then I notice a periodic sound of liquid in the distance. Ah, it's the sound of the ocean. The answer came easily to mind. One of my sisters must have taken an interest in it and learned what it was. My sisters are keeping me alive right now. Helping to keep me alive, sorry. When I think of it that way, a burning feeling rises from deep within my chest. But none of what I see in my surroundings is helpful. Is there anything else by which I can determine my location? Any landmarks or signposts? Just run in the direction away from the place. You might be able to find something. I scan my surroundings while running past. The trees obstruct my view. They are a unique species. That may be a hint. I review the tree's characteristics once more and run another search on them. I attempted this once already, but there is much more data available to me now. Once again, results come easy. This is a variety tree known as a cedar. It is found in many habitats, but cedars here are unique. The tree shaped and the age that it implies is so different that it is nearly a separate species. If that is because of the differences of the environment, it may be useful in determining my location. I mean, all right. So she's gonna find the location. I'm tired of reading about her detective skills. Anyway, when the vehicle stops behind me, fully armed personnel pour out of it. They move to surround me from both the left and right, and it's an obvious response. No matter how much power I may have, I am alone. The optimal solution would be to overwhelm me with numbers. I try to shake them off by running faster. Damn, look at how tall that building is. But soon afterwards, I reach the main gate of the laboratory, a high steel edifice. Dude, okay. This is a small break from the story, but I'm an artist, and I get really jealous looking at artwork from people who can do, like, landscapes and shit like this. Like, I'm sure the person who did this wall here did an excellent job, and he probably spent half the time it takes for me to even draw one person. You know what I'm saying? It pisses me off. And people who do landscapes, And they don't do a lot of speed paints and stuff like that, which really makes me mad, because I would love to see speed paints. Only speed paints that I can usually find are as of artists who draw like 1 or 2 pictures of like a girl whimsically walking somewhere funny, you know what I'm saying, being cute or something. But you know, if somebody can draw like a wall like this, like, I want to see it. I want to see their techniques and shit, because my background drawing is nowhere near this level, and this is awesome. This is beautiful background. Even if it's just a picture of a door on a wall, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. Ticks me off. Anyway, but soon afterwards, I reached the main gate of the laboratory, a high steel edifice. It's tightly sealed. A number of heavily armed guards are protecting it. I stop. There is nowhere else to go.
Labrys, come back here. You're too useful a unit to destroy. You need to get back here to be regulated. That's your role in all this.
I cannot be destroyed here. But I cannot be captured either. They will surely delete my memories. They will take my desire and everything else that was given to me. What purpose is there in avoiding destruction then? The only options available are whether my wish dies with me or whether it is stolen away.
I'm gonna let you destroy me. And not just because I don't want to be destroyed. I...
When I focus my concentration to remove the limiters on my onboard weaponry. The moment I focus my concentration to remove the limiters on my onboard weaponry, I sense an unknown strength rise within me. Wise within me. Directly afterwards, something that cannot be quantified fills my body and the surrounding area.
Huh? What the...
The pursuit vehicle suddenly stops. The research staff gets off, one after another,
This
shocked.
reading, is it on the verge of a persona reaction?
Shit, it's awakened? Ah, damn it, why now?
Well, at least this proves that mental stress is the key to activating a persona.
Aw, you guys are douchebags.
Who cares about that right now? It's not fully awakened yet, but with it still unstable, we don't know what it's capable of.
You know, I kind of wish that, what's her name, Labrys, would just turn around and kill those fucking researchers. I mean, if they're the ones that turned into robots, shouldn't they be treated like robots, you know? Like they were treating other robots? They did all this work to get robots to have an emotion, but then they don't have any emotions by themselves. She should just, like, turn around and be like, Persona! Maybe I'm wrong. Also, I thought you had to be inside the TV world to open up your persona. These people are just doing it willy-nilly out in the open, like in the regular area. That's something that you and Yosuke should know about, you know? All those guys, they could activate their persona, like they could activate their persona in regular worlds. I mean, not that they really would need to use them, but that would be some good information to know, right? Especially since that teddy bear guy can leave the TV world and be in the regular world. Maybe the personas can show up too if you concentrate enough. Anyway, I am intrigued by their statements.
Persona?
I knew that we had the means, but I was not aware of controlling anything. I do not know if it could be called the power, nor do I know how to use it, but I can tell that the others are afraid. I seize the opportunity and run towards the main gate. There's a slight possibility that I can reach the door without attracting any gunfire right now, and vault over the door with my legs and chain arm. Yeah. The moment I reach the gate, I launch my chain arm towards the upper threshold of the door. But the moment my arm grabs the ledge, something emerges. A much greater power touches the door as well. Suddenly, the door crumples like paper and a large hole forms in the upper
Now
half.
it's done it.
We need to hurry! If it's that strong already, we won't be able to stop it once its persona completely awakens!
That's persona.
But I quickly regain my senses. I burst out of the facility and single-mindedly jump outside. My feet touch the ground of the outside world for the first time. They will most likely not let me escape. Fortunately, the door is badly damaged. It should take time until it can be open enough for vehicles to pass through. I need to gain as much distance and time as possible, and then it is then that I realize I do not have a destination in mind. Who is the girl 24 wished to see? Where can I go to meet her? The only clue I have is the idiosyncrasies of the girl's speech. I have learned that distinct speech patterns are often associated with specific regions. Yeah, it's time to go to New York. Or New Jersey, right? Or maybe Boston. She's going to Boston, everybody. That's a hacky-ass Boston accent, if I ever heard one. Somewhere in New England. Head over there. Drink some coffee. I'm just saying, dude. It's time to go to the store over there and drink some coffee. Anyway. I should begin by traveling to where that style of speech is common. It is reckless, but I feel confident. At the least, I can get closer to the girl than I am now. Although my situation is dire and I am under pursuit, internally I am cheerful. There is a bounce in my step for some reason. I cannot remain calm. Freedom! All that damn reading for chapter 6. Like halfway there. Man, this is a crazy story. Just then, 5 meters ahead, something white and fluffy crosses my path. Uh-oh, it's Snowy. It notices me and approaches. I am worried about my pursuers, but I cannot dismiss 24's beloved Snowy. I lower my speed and run with him. Then I notice the scenery we are passing has calmed. My surroundings are very different now. The blue sky was previously obstructed by trees is now clearly visible. The green grass is shining vibrantly in the light of the sun. There's a deeper blue sky, then the blue whatever.
The ocean? Well, I'll find her come hella high water. Are you with me, Snowy?
Uh-oh, she taking the dog. I search my current location once more. Now that I'm further from the research facility, can use my GPS to triangulate my position. But on seeing the results, I can't help but stop running. Snowy stops a little further ahead and then returns to me. My current location is Yakushima, within the Kagoshima Prefecture. It is a remote island far from the shore. The island's perimeter is 120 or 132 kilometers. In such a limited area, it will be a matter of time before a full-scale manhunt apprehends me. The research facility must have been built on an island in anticipation of such situations. Even if someone were to escape the facility, the island's geography would contain them. It is essentially a natural prison. I don't want to believe it. But my hope was meticulously strangled before it was born. However, I cannot wait here to be captured. I begin running again. You could kill everybody on the island. It's called survival. Though as expected from my position, data, and map, I immediately reach the ocean. And that's the picture she sees.
This is the ocean. Ha! It's so huge. I can't see anything out there at all.
Looking at the glistening surface of the ocean reflect the sun's light to ponder its beauty, I am at a loss.
Well, that's a problem. What should I do?
My question seems to stymie Snowy.
Come on, don't give me that look. Ah, well. Maybe it's my fault for getting so frustrated. Sorry, Pooch.
Just as I am about to crouch and pat Snowy's head, Snowy moves as if avoiding me. Snowy circles around me and growls towards the way we just came. Uh-oh. I train my senses in that direction and sense presences in the distance. They may be keeping their distance on purpose. Since I have no firearms, they must understand that their effective range exceeds mine.
Looks like they're coming.
Amongst the human soldiers are a number of my sister units. Why didn't she take some guns when she decimated the people in the first place? Is it possible that I can convince them not to fight me? I dismiss the idea as hopeless. Yeah, no. Though they may have awakened to their ego after my escape, they will be under their commander's control. Even if that is the case, if that is not the case, they may think that their orders are absolute, just as I once did.
Knowing why they're here doesn't make it any easier to deal with them.
It does not seem as if they will all attack at once. They must understand that I am already at the ocean. I have nowhere to escape. I do not want to surrender, but I am frustrated by my powerlessness. To be caught like this, well, you have a persona, though. You need to figure out how to use it again, Shouty.
Wow. Look at that. It's beautiful. To all the ones I'll never meet, but will receive my memories.
My emotions race ahead of my thoughts. I cannot find the right words to say.
There's so much I want to say to you that I don't know where to start.
Close my eyes again and calm my heart. To my descendants, who I'll probably never meet, if you ever find someone precious to you, as I did with 24, and wish to meet them, may you meet them here. May you go beyond this pier to places I could not.
I just pray from the bottom of my heart that everyone can find happiness. As long as that happens, I don't mind if I...
Even though my wish may not come true, I'm still satisfied if I can entrust it to someone I believe in. 24 said something along those lines.
Could this be it?
I mean, you're a machine. Can't you swim? Probably not. She'd probably sink like a rock, wouldn't she? Snowy rubs against my leg. Is he warning me to be cautious of my pursuers who have arrived and are coming closer, or does he want me to pet him? I inspect him closely and realize it is the latter. He must be worried. I crouch down and scratch Snowy's head.
Hey, Snowy. You think this is what it means to feel alive?
Snowy looks at me while wagging its tail. I pick up Snowy and gently hug it. Snowy shows no sign of resistance and allows me to do so. My pursuers are closing in now, but I will not run anymore. It is true that I am still frustrated, but it's strange. I am also satisfied. Snowy licks my cheek.
I'll be okay now. Things are about to get hairy, so you should hurry and get out of here.
I let Snowy go, but it does not leave me.
Oh, come on. If you don't go, it'll make things hard on me. Okay?
Snowy looks at my face for a while. Eventually, it droops its head and walks off. Snowy looks back several times. Eventually, he disappears into the tall grass. My relief is cut short by 5 armed humans. Only 5? Pointing their guns at me. I have no intention of resisting. I smile at them. Though it was only for a short while I lived. I felt the happiness of passing down my wish. It was only for a short period of time, but I may have granted the wish of a girl who is our mother. I allow myself to be restrained without resistance. They take me back to the laboratory. I was so absorbed in my escape attempt that I did not notice the severe damage I inflicted upon the facility. It seems that the delicate machinery used to tamper with my memories is in no condition to be used.
Damn
Oh,
it,
thank
look
God.
at this mess. Going after humans? Oh, I bet the girl they used as a template for this model was a snotty brat too.
Damn, what an asshole.
Even if we delete its memories, it'll be too dangerous to keep using this unit.
There are so many things about it I want to research, though.
It's not worth the risks. The 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon will be sealed indefinitely once it's fully restrained again.
The voice is the last thing I hear before my consciousness is cut off.